Okay, so what you have with the maki sushi, you want to get all your ingredients, all the mise en place ready. Mise en place is you want sushi rice. Now, when you talk about sushi, everybody thinks of raw fish, right? That's not sushi. The raw fish is called sashimi, not shisami, sashimi. All right? We're gonna need the rice, which has been infused with a little bit of vinegar. Rice, wine, vinegar. It also has been seasoned with sugar and salt and a seaweed called kombu. Everybody say kombu. Kombu. All right, then we're gonna need some shoga. Everybody say shoga. Shoga. Now this is bene shoga. It is a pickled ginger, all right, and it's sliced nicely. We also have some carrot curls here. We have some avocado here. We have some cucumber here. We got some surimi. Everybody say surimi. Surimi. Surimi is an imitation crab meat mixed with a little bit of mayonnaise, a little vinegar. All right. We also have some soy sauce. We also have some sheets of seaweed called nori. Everybody say nori. Nori. What we're going to do with the nori is we're going to take the nori and we're going to cut it in half. It has a shiny side and a not so shiny side. We're going to cut it in half. Just like that. What we're going to do is we are going to be doing what we call the California roll, which is maki sushi. We're going to take the shiny side and we're going to put it down. We're going to take our hands and we're going to dip them in water that is infused with a little bit of vinegar in order to destroy any disease-causing microorganisms. The health department says that ready-to-eat foods, you must be wearing gloves. It is impossible to make sushi if you have gloves on. It all sticks to the gloves and the rice, you can't do it. So what we do is we dip it in water that will destroy any microorganisms that are on your hands, okay? It also gets your hands wet. Now, what the sushi chefs do, I don't know if you've ever gone to a sushi bar, but the sushi chefs will get their hands wet and they'll go down below the table and they clap it like this with a cup. Anybody gone to a sushi bar and you wonder what the chef is doing down here, clapping his hand? He's taking off the excess water. You want just enough water to be clinging to your hands. All right, so, and then immediately go into the rice. We're gonna need one tennis ball size. All right, think John McEnroe. All right, tennis ball size. You place it in the center of the nori, like that. Everybody see? Let's take that, put it down there, so everybody can see over here. See that now? That too can go down below. All right, right in the center of the nori. The nori is sitting directly on your cutting board. The mark of an amateur sushi chef is one that puts the nori on top of his makisu. This is called the makisu, by the way. Everybody say makisu. Makisu. Makisu is used to make maki sushi. All right. Now, you don't go rolling it up like this. Okay, that's the mark of an amateur sushi chef. All right. What real sushi chefs do is they do it right on the cutting board, just like this. Okay. Hands wet again. Then what we do is we do a bar across. So all the rice is spread out this way. Then there are 4 movements. One is you take your fingers like this, with your pinkies down, and you take your fingers and you line them up so that they're all even across the top. And you take the left side and you pull it down. All right? Then you take your thumbs like this, and you put them together like this, and you push up, like that. And then that's the second movement. Third movement, you're back together again like this. And you go this way. And then fourth movement, you go like this. So it is methodical. It is 4 movements. It's not, and you don't press down. Number one mistake my students make is that they start pressing down. You want to be able to look at this and see each kernel of rice separate. Very important. What we're going to do now is we're going to sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds on top for flavor and for a little bit of texture. All right? Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach over the top, grab the corners of our nori and flip it up like that. So now our nori is upright and our sushi rice is down against the board. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our fillings, all right? We're gonna put our crab meat, or surimi, which is not really crab meat, but it's close. It looks like crab meat. It's actually made from pike, which is a type of fish.
I spell it with a K. Spell it with a K. Crab meat.
Oh yeah, crab with a K, yes.
The K.
All right.
It's not real.
And then, okay, and then we're gonna put in cucumber, and then avocado. What we wanna do with avocado, we wanna choose one that's not so soft. This one's super soft, I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll go down like this, roll the avocado on a knife. You wanna take it and twist it. You can also take the pit and go like that. Obviously, you guys know that trick already, right? All right, then what we do is go ahead and cut it in half again. Yeah, it's a little bit kind of mushy. All right, then get a couple of slices of avocado. Listen, we work with the avocado at the last second, right as you're making the sushi. You're working with your avocado. The reason why a lot of students, they'll take all the avocado and peel it all. Don't do it. Don't do that. All right. So I have avocado, imitation crab meat, and cucumber. This makes up our California roll. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to roll it over the top, and we're going to tuck it in like this, just like that. Okay, on our cutting board. That's when we grab our makisu, not before. Makisu has a flat side and a not so flat side. You want to put the flat side down, like this. And then you're going to take your two fingers, middle finger and thumbs, and then this finger, and you press down like this. Pressing down to firm up the rice and to make it tight. Now, you're not leaning too hard because everything's going to come out the two ends like a tube of toothpaste. All right, then you want to lift it up. You want to take your makisu, put it over the edge. See how it's sticking out here slightly on the edge? You want to clean up the end, like that. And you do the same thing on the other side. Just like that, clean up the end. Now you're ready to go. What you do is take your knife, put it in the water so it gets wet. Come underneath, make sure it's not stuck to the board. Then cut it in half. You want to use a sawing motion. Then you'll take the two halves, put them up next to one another, and then sawing motion twice more. Like that. So you have three pieces. And what you want to do is you want to tip these up. The cucumber is a little long. At this point, what you'll want to do is you'll want to get a box. You'll take the sushi and you always transport the sushi all together. You always keep the sushi nice and tight as well, because the more air that is exposed to the rice, the drier the rice is going to be, and you're not going to have a good texture on the rice. You want to keep everything together, like that, together. What we're going to do, and always transfer the sushi all at once. When you transfer to your guest, you will transfer, and as soon as you transfer, you say, arigato, and go like that. All right, like that. Everybody say, arigato. Arigato. That's what you do. The reason why, you know what arigato means? It means thank you. But wait a second. Shouldn't they be saying thank you to me? I'm the chef, man. I just served them. They should be saying thank you to me. No. I'm thanking you because you gave me the opportunity to serve you. I love that. You know me, I love that. Anyway, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to fix it up with the condiments. All right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of color in there by using a little bit of this carrot curls. Put a little bit of soy sauce in there. We're going to put some wasabi in there. Wasabi is a horseradish in this country. It's a raisin in Japan, right? And it is a root, and it literally is green. And most 96% of the wasabi in the world is consumed in Japan. And we've tried to make it in this country in Seattle, and like they've done research and they've tried to recreate the same soil and volcanic soil type thing and all of that stuff that you'd find in Japan and everything. And they still can't get the potency to come up like you can in Japan. I have had the pleasure of eating real wasabi before. Anybody else have the pleasure of eating real wasabi? Real wasabi. It's much different than the horseradish with the green dye number 5 version that we eat in this country. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little bit of wasabi in here, right on top of my my carrot curls there. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of the shoga in there, like this. All right, and then I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna say, this is fantastic. I'm gonna bring it up to the chef and say, chef, will you see my maki sushi? Excellent, good job. Okay, and then I'll sign it off on your core competencies. All right, we wanna do this, okay? Now the sushi rice, we make the sushi rice today. It's still okay for tomorrow, but do not refrigerate it. Now, health department says, remember Serve Safe certified, you guys are Serve Safe certified instructors, managers, right, managers? And it tells you that cooked rice is potentially hazardous food. However, it has a pH that's way on the acidic scale. So any disease-causing microorganisms that try to grow inside that rice will not grow because of the acidity, high acidity levels. All right? This way we don't have to make rice every single day, every single day, every single day. You make rice on Monday for Monday and Tuesday, and then you make rice on Wednesday for Wednesday and Thursday. All right? That's what we'll do. That sound good? Okay, go back to work, please. Thank you.